Hello and welcome back. So yesterday in the morning I got to making slabs out of that big oak tree. Remember, that was in the middle of the field, needed cleanup. It was a ton of work. I had to split all of the old branches because that was still good oak for burning and smoking meats with and whatnot. So what I noticed was the actual trunk was good stuff, solid. And I wanted to slab it out and you know, maybe use it for my countertops in the future. So I got to slabbing that out, and we have effectively cleaned up and finalized the foundation for the deck. So the floor joists are complete, and all that's left is to make planks to go on top. And I'm thinking that tree is going to be the one to provide me with all the planks that I'm going to need on top of this. I figure it's pine, it's ugly, it takes up my good view, and I want it gone. So let's put it on top of here. I figure that pine won't last any longer than the wooden stump foundation that this whole thing is built on. So, you know, if I can get 15 years out of it, I'm pretty stoked. And yeah, anyway, let's go cut that tree down. I think I'll save this for tomorrow. A little too windy today. Good morning, everyone. So I've got to take a little break on the deck. My buddy's coming over to help me prepare foundations for a water tank, a tool shed, and a studio kitchen. So let's get that going. All right, so today, as I mentioned, we're taking a break from the deck to work on this roundabout and create a foundation for my tool shed and water supply, which is going to go right down there. So we've got Troy up here. He's pulling this big stump out so that we can expand the roundabout. You see that sort of U crescent moon shape to the right? All needs to be removed, and we're going to use that dirt to make the foundation for the tool shed. All right, let's get back to work. It's a good little lunch break. Oh, I want one of these things so badly. But I just can't. I can't justify it. You know, they're way too expensive, and I do not have that kind of money, not even close. I'm doing all these projects just really honestly paycheck to paycheck, and it's frustrating, but also probably the more responsible thing to just rent them as I need them. You know, I just can't justify it with this amount of acreage. You know, we're only looking at about 12 acres, and yeah, sure, if I had hundreds of acres to manage, or even 50 acres to manage, I could probably justify it. But at 12 acres, it's just enough to rent as I need it. It's about $300 a day, and I can get all the projects done that I need, send it home, and just not have the responsibility of that kind of ownership. All right, so I pushed all that old gravel that was poorly placed down further to be reused. Troy's digging out the roundabout to be bigger and more level, and I'm down here scraping away the grass and overburden for where the tool shed and water tank. So it's going to be a water tank, tool shed with two big openings. So, you know, equipment and whatnot can come down and drive right in. I can have an awning for rainwater collection and lots of lumber storage. Deck is just right down here. It's all coming together. So one of the main reasons I brought in the excavator was to push over a few different trees that have been bothering me. One of which was this pine that I'm going to repurpose, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. You want to push these things over because it removes the full root system. You won't have to get a stump grinder of any kind. It's just a one and done situation. This particular tree. Come on, baby. That's wild. Truly, they never take this long to push over. It's normally like a 20-second ordeal. You push it right over. This one's taproot was deep. So deep. There she goes. So we finally managed to get that thing pushed over, get the taproot taken care of, and cleaned it up, patched it up, and I'll end up reseeding that whole area. So I'm going to use this log as a retaining wall for the foundation for the studio kitchen. So while I have the excavator here, I'm doing some major log management. We're moving logs all around the property that had to come down to make the driveway, and using them in various locations for various purposes. In this case, bringing these two particularly large logs down to create a retaining wall for my studio kitchen. I could have never moved these by myself, and my ATV can't even come close. And I didn't want to part them into pieces. I wanted to maintain their full structural integrity in making that retaining wall. So I'll eventually in the next episode drive some rebar down through these logs deep into the ground to hold them in place. For now, I'm just using other logs to hold them in place, and we're going to fully debark them. We'll line it with some kind of a barrier fabric, and off we go. Let's make another foundation. It has been a wild day trying to get all these projects accomplished. Not just today, it's been a couple of days now with the rentals, and boy, we're getting a lot done. These loads of rock just keep coming. It's about an hour and a half round trip for another load to come. So in between loads, we move as much of it as we can, if not all of it, and then go back and move more dirt into location for the studio kitchen that's taking place down in the lower clearing. So in between loads of rock, stuffing a bunch of this red clay into the retainer of the logs. You see, I've debarked the inside and the top of those logs to, prevent rot and whatnot. I'll go back and fully debark the outside later. Lined it with some of this barrier to also help prevent rot, and just probably a good idea, I guess. And cramming in a bunch of this red clay. Pull out all the roots before we cram it in tight, and Bob's your uncle. You got yourself a nice foundation. Imagine yourself standing over here looking out over the clearing, pizza ovens doing its thing, and just a beautiful view under the tree. We'll have to clear a bunch of these limbs up higher. Probably want to go at least 20 feet up. Dogs are loving it already. They don't seem to be bothered by the skid steer whatsoever. I think that tells me I picked a good spot for the studio kitchen. So I'll just trim off the edges and top it off with some gravel. So you have the tool shed, water supply, little awning to catch rainwater, and here it comes. It's actually happening. Yeah, that's better. These guys were just awesome. They showed up on time, super friendly, seemed to know what they were talking about, and had a lot of great conversation with them in regard to what I'm doing on the property and how it's coming along. And you know, he sees these things all the time, and he seemed to think I was doing a pretty good job, which, you know, made me feel good for sure. So they're just flopping this thing on into place, and we're going to install a spigot to make it easy to get to. You know, obviously you're going to fill it up with some water. You're probably wondering where that water is coming from. My neighbor is awesome, and my neighbor is hooking me up with her water supply via just a long hose and a standard 3/4 inch valve supply for this. You're going to thread that on in there, and off you go. You got water on demand regardless of needing power for the moment. This is a temporary solution, so next step down the line is going to be putting in that well. So the water tank will be sitting just behind the tool shed. I'll likely build an awning that goes over the water tank for rain collection. And down here, it's probably where the animals will end up one day. For now, I just need a place to put the chainsaws. We were able to open up the roundabout to be able to do a full turn, which is huge. I was able to make the tool shed foundation and install the water tank. Made the foundation for the cooking studio. Prepared the ATV trail to go all the way down to the creek. I'm going to line it with some barrier protection to prevent any grass and weeds from growing through the gravel. There was a big pile of logs right here. Moved those over to where the mill's going to be. There was a big pine tree here. Pushed it over. Got rid of the stump and filled it in, and seeded all of this dirt to become grass. And from making the driveway, there was all of this slough, big mountain of unusable dirt. And I pushed it all the way to the back 40 and prepared this foundation for what will be storage container, and a little hanger in between. So from the back side, storage container, hanger in between. And just as you go through, there'll be a mill right here one day. And I'm starting to collect some nice logs. It's coming together, huh, buddy? Huh. Needless to say, it has been a long week out here. I've had so many projects to do while I had the skid steer in my possession. You see, I rented that thing, and time is money. So deck had to get put on hold. To be honest, the videography got put on hold. I was just go, burning fuel, trying to make it happen. So I got everything done. All the projects are ready. The water tank is in. The tool shed foundation's ready. The studio kitchen foundation's ready. The foundation for the storage container and hanger is ready. And I've got a couple more loads of rock coming next week on Monday. I'll spread out that rock, skid steer goes home, and I'm back to the deck. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. Next week, I have no idea. So it'll be fun.